Simon Whitley, and I've been playing harmonica on a brace with guitar pretty much all my musical career. And there's always been an issue with getting good amplification. I started off by just standing in front of a mic and kind of, you were trying to get your brace up in line and then sing through it as well. Totally, most of the time, unsuccessful. So a long time ago, I actually designed a little wooden microphone, which I fundamentally carved out of a bit of hardwood, hollowed it out, and I got a rudimentary sort of idea of how to make up a small electric circuit. I put foam in there, and there's a little microphone inside there, and then there's a cable running through to a little battery and a volume switch. And so the whole system worked. Well, that's slid into the microphone there. Pop your brace on. I mean, they're terrible things, these things. I mean, they are. It's a bit like sort of what you might find at the dentist for holding your teeth in place. So suddenly then, wherever I went, I didn't have to do it. I could be, I could move around. So there was none of this sort of kind of perched at the microphone. This was a total revelation, and that would just clip on your pocket and then plug your lead in to the amplifier. Hey presto. And that was an absolute revelation for me. Total freedom suddenly from being perched up in front of a microphone to be able to move around the stage, whatever. And of course, then the only problem is that the cable that goes across your body when you're playing the guitar, taking the guitar off or whatever, this is very vulnerable. And on average, once a year or once every so often, it would start cracking up and you'd lose your signal, and lo and behold, you had to take the whole thing to bits and replace the cable, which I've been doing for probably the last 20 years. So recently, with the advent of fairly miniature wireless transmitters, I thought I'd take a chance and see if I could make a totally wireless version of this same arrangement. So I made a couple of three of these things, and two of them had already gone into the repair shop to have a new wire put in. So I thought, well, while I'm at it, I'll invest in one of these. I don't know if you can see that clearly. That was on an online shop, and it was, I think, including postage, £25–26. And basically what it is, it's one of these, let's just get rid of all this light out the way. It's one of these things that people use to talk in public. You get a little thing that goes over that fits over your ears like that, and then the microphone clips on. And I thought, well, I can adapt this. I thought, even if I waste 25 quid, it's, I was prepared to go for that. So on this little bracket, there's a tiny little bracket there where the transmitter is fixed onto this. So I unscrewed that and screwed it onto the back of my microphone. So that actually can come off and on, but not that I want to take it off at the moment. Then I very carefully cut through this bendy metal thing that held the microphone. I cut through that and then took this off, took out the actual microphone capsule there, and I fed it into the back of the microphone, soldered it back together again, and then so it then became the replacement microphone for what was in there originally. Suddenly I thought, actually, this might work. They've actually got a volume buttons on those, but I've actually tended to think that probably, they're digital, so I don't know quite how. I haven't actually used it in public because of the coronavirus, of course. But I have to say that it was actually quite a success. And suddenly, here you are, you've got this and your microphone. Stick it in your brace. And suddenly, there you are, totally free. And I mean, this is kind of as much a revelation as actually the first time I did this harmonica and discovered that I could actually move around. Now, I can move around without, with a guitar and a harmonica. I had two leads trading around wherever I went, which, felt like a deep sea diver, with his sort of umbilical cord attached. And I've got a wireless system for the guitar, so now I'm pretty much totally free of wire, which is pretty awesome in fact. The only thing that was a worry on these things is how long the batteries last, because these are, you plug them into a USB port and they charge up, so they've got an integral battery. In the feature, in the information, it says you get up to 6 hours, and you can transmit up to 50 meters. Well, I don't know about 50 meters, but I mean, I would be happy with just 10 meters would be great, and also I've been using this now for about 4 or 5 days for at least an hour a day, and I still haven't charged it up. So I'm feeling really positive that I could actually gig this and you wouldn't have any issues. And so you could just charge it up before you went out and you'd have a total evening of uninterrupted use, all for 26 quid, 25 quid. I'm pretty chuffed. However, what we need to do is now go and try it. So we'll go through to the PA and we'll give it a whirl. Yeah. Okay, so here we are in the music room, and I'll put the jack adapter in there. We'll put it in the PA. There, let's just turn that on. And then there we are, turn this one on. Okay, that should give us bingo. I mean, it's just brilliant. It's great. And it's a good sound. And I thought I'd share it all with you. So cheerio for now. Happy harping.